have to understand it has to be a unique mindset. Setting a goal and then going beyond it. Realizing that there's work to be done. Making sure that all of the strings are attached. And make no mistake along the way. Now, it's true that we all make mistakes, and we will have many setbacks, but there's always room for a comeback. You got to go through it to get to it. You got to understand that there are going to be many circumstances that will require your full, undivided attention. You got to go through it to get to it. To understand this, you must realize that you must humble yourself, but yet be hungry enough to go after it with everything inside of you. Everything that is required depends on you. Having the mindset that regardless of anything that is around you, that is surrounding you, that is trying to drag you down, you must have the mindset. You must be strong. You must be resilient. You must be driven. And you must be able to take whatever's coming at you. If you stumble, if you fall, have the ability to get up. But you can't depend on just your body to do the work. You must understand that it's a mental fortitude that will get you through it all. So many people don't have this fortitude. They don't have this attitude. They have no faith in themselves. If you as the individual can take the first step, then perhaps many more will follow. Now, you don't have to wait for someone to take the steps for you. You must be willing to do it. There are many people right now that are waiting for someone to direct their path. But you are responsible for your own destiny, for your own mistakes. For this is a reality. And as long as you are living in this world, you must continue to go forward. There is no time to be wasting and waiting for something great to happen, because your greatness is already there. It has always been planted within you. Now watch it grow. Water that seed right now and watch it grow. And as it grows, you shall grow in many opportunities in your life. Take the hurt sometimes. Take the setbacks sometimes. Even take the failures. But you don't have to accept it. You don't have to believe that this is all you are built for. You don't have to believe that this is all you are made for. For every setback, for every failure, for every mistake that you've made, it will turn you around and you will learn from it and you will grow from it. And you will continue down a path that many do not have the ability to do. This is what sets you apart. This is what makes you unique. And this will take you further than you've ever gone in your life. I highly recommend that you take a good look at yourself from the inside out and realize that you are not out of the fight, that you are born to win. Regardless of the circumstances, don't ever give up on you, because you matter. And it is this time for you to realize that the mindset must be put in the right place, because it's only so much time that you have. So don't waste it. Don't waste it on doubt. Don't waste it on negativity. Don't waste it on fear. Put all your effort into being the best individual, the best makeup of who you truly are inside. So keep it moving. Be productive. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.
When you are doing everything in your power to be the best makeup of yourself, it's always going to be an adversary that's going to try to take that away from you. Now, the best way you can overcome this is having the faith. Now, it doesn't matter what you believe in, as long as it's something that's positive, that's going to get you through it. A lot of people don't have that ability to be strong. And I'm not talking about the physical aspect of strength. I'm literally talking about the mental and, of course, spiritual aspect of strength.
Don't let pride confuse your tears. You got to let that out sometimes. You got to let it go. When I lost my mom years ago, that was the hardest thing that I had to deal with. And to this day, I still think about that woman that gave me life. And I have my moments when I'm happy about the good times, but I also have my moments when she left this world. But that's just one thing. That's just one circumstance. There are many circumstances I could talk about. But I continue to move on.
Everybody gets knocked down. No matter how tough you think you are, you're going to fall. And when you fall, sometimes you fall real hard. But that ground is a hard surface. And I'm going to tell you something. It ain't going to move because you're laying on it. So you need to rise up, and you need to rise above it, and you need to start moving.
When you get knocked down, how long are you going to stay down? When you lose your job, when you lose that loved one, regardless if it's your husband, your wife, your child, whatever it is, do you have the ability to go through the hurt and the pain of that loss? Regardless of what you're going through, the best time you know that you are strong is when you're at the weakest point of your life. When you are so far down that hole, you looking up and you don't see no light, but yet you know there's an end to this darkness. That's when you'll find out just how strong you really are. This is a process, and you have to hurt just a little bit so you can understand what it means to be strong. So don't give up on your hopes. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on yourself. Just keep moving forward. If you think that you're going through something so bad right now, wait until tomorrow if tomorrow comes for you. Look at the person next to you. Look at people all over the world if you ever come in contact with certain individuals. And ask yourself, are they going through a lot more than what I'm going through? Because honestly, there are always going to be people that are going through a lot more than you're going through right now.
When you're down, find a way to get up. I've been there. I go through it like anybody else. But I have a job to do in this world, and so do you.
Self-discipline comes from within. It's a desire. It's being able to understand that you got to get the work in, and you got to be willing to go further and harder than you've ever gone in your life. You can't depend on all of the mechanical things, the alarm clock, your cell phone, or sometimes even people. Sometimes it's just you. You got to be willing to wake up and be about your business on a daily basis. Let's just say, for example, you're the type of person that can't seem to get away from all of the cravings. You can't do this without this. You can't do this without that. You need your coffee. You can't stop eating chocolate. All of these things you keep saying that you can't do. Well, let me remind you, can't can never do anything for you in the first place. So discipline starts with you. You have to be willing to be hungry enough to understand that if this is something that you are truly going after, then work has to be applied. You can't make excuses. You can't ask for a pass. And you got to understand that you got to pay a toll to cross the bridge. And if you're not willing to do that, then these things that you are chasing, sooner or later, it'll get further away from you, and you won't even have the speed or the capacity to go after it the right way. So discipline is a foundation to life. Discipline is a foundation to the reality of things. And you have to make sure that you are in the right mind frame to go after it the right way. Not looking at things in a perspective way is not going to give you what you actually look for, because your mind is not in the right place. If you're not hungry enough, you won't get enough. If you're not willing to work after it, then it's not going to happen for you in the first place. Success is not going to show up at your front door and knock on it and say, "Here I am." It's not coming to look for you. In fact, success is not thinking about you. Success is already doing its job. You got to be willing to do your job. Each and every day that you are breathing in this world, each and every day that you are doing something in this world, you should be focusing on getting better, not worse. You should be understanding that, hey, I can't be this same person on a day in, day out type of way. I got to keep focusing and going further and going harder and going stronger and pushing myself until there's nothing else left to push forward. Everybody doesn't necessarily see what you see. In fact, everybody doesn't want what you want. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't need to go after what you need. And the need is what we need to be focusing on. When the time comes, what would you leave behind? What legacy will be left behind to remind others of your greatness, of your losses, of your victories, of your sorrows? This is a short life that we all have. And it's not easy. It's not easy living it every day. It's not easy to go through so many different circumstances, so many different challenges. It's not easy getting that pink slip, knowing that this may be your last day on your job. It's not easy knowing that you may lose your home because you got laid off your job. This type of pain and these different circumstances, many people are always going to come back and say, well, that's life. We cannot blame life. It is not life that makes these challenges what they are today. It is the purpose, and purpose never lies. It will always tell you the truth. But while you exist in this world right now, I need you to hold on. I need you to hold on strong and don't give up. I need you to believe in every possibility that you have and understand that it is not over for you. I need you to understand life is always going to be good. But always keep in mind, sooner or later, we all got to punch that clock. So carry on. And don't give up. And don't give in. And do the best that you can to have the right attitude to make your existence matter. Life is so short. Life only has a little time. Although it will continue to go on, you cannot hold on and think that every day is promised to you. We have all experienced great losses in our life. We have all felt that pain of losing a loved one, someone that we cared about. But yet we're still here. And now we must go on. But what is the example that we're gonna leave? What kind of leadership and what kind of leadership qualities do we have? How do we go on? How do we lead the next generation? Hate is not gonna make it work. Being afraid to be truthful to who you are will only limit who you truly are inside. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Don't let anyone take away who you are and how true you are and what you matter in this world to so many other people. Don't be afraid to be honest. Don't be afraid to be truthful. Don't be afraid to be different. Even being different can be difficult to a lot of people. But I guarantee you this, there's nobody in the world that can do you. April 6, 2020, I lost my dad. I lost my mom 9 years ago. And I just lost my father. Many people lose things that matter to them, things that mean something to them. Recently, I spoke very highly about my father while he was in this world. But now my father is gone. And what hurt me the most is that I didn't have the chance to say goodbye. I didn't have the chance to travel to bury my father because of the crisis that we are facing in our society, in this world right now. But yet I'm here. Yet I'm still alive. And yet I still got work to do in this world. Does it hurt? Am I grieving? Do I feel a little bit of despair? Absolutely. Absolutely, I feel that pain. Absolutely, I understand what it means to hurt. Absolutely, I feel like there's nothing else left in me. Because when I lost my father, a piece of me went with him. Now, that's not something to just be telling you. I'm telling you the reality of how I feel as a man, as a son, as a father, as a human being. No matter how strong, no matter how tough you think you are, You're gonna hurt. You're gonna feel that sense of emptiness. You're gonna feel that sense of loss. But the best thing about losing is to grow, is to feel it, is to understand it, is to fight through it. It's nothing on earth can stop your purpose if you just hold on to it. So I live not just for me, not just for my family, not just for the people that look to me, but I do it to honor my parents. It feels not the best of me right now because I don't have that mother to talk to. I don't have that father to talk to or to give advice. It's just me now. The people that mattered in my life, the people that gave me life are no longer in this world, but they exist in my heart. They give me a reason that they left a legacy for me to carry on. This doesn't mean that it's the end of me. It means that I have work to do. It means that I have to continue to push and go harder and go stronger. It means that I have to stay focused. It means that I have to stay faithful. Doesn't matter how strong or how weak you are, you must climb that mountain. Doesn't matter how many times you fall, you must climb that mountain. You may slip a few times, but you must climb that mountain. If you're looking over your shoulder and worrying about who's behind you, how can you focus on what's going on at the top of the mountain? So you slip, so you fall, but are you breathing? Can you feel your heart beating? Are you alive? Then keep climbing. Don't be worrying about what you can't control, but you can control your emotions. You can control the fight in you. If you truly desire success in your life, then you got to go up the mountain. And every step that you go up, it gets a little steeper. It gets a little harder. Sometimes when it gets harder, you may feel that you can't carry on. Nobody's gonna save you. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you right now. You are the last man or last woman standing at this moment. And the only way you can go up is you got to believe that you can go up that mountain. Every desire that you have within your heart, all your struggles, all your love, all your pain, all your hate, everything that puts you in a position that you are in right now, you're either going to use it for the right reasons or it will destroy you. And you will continue to be that bottom feeder. It's time to rise up now. It's time to find something within you. It's time to realize that you matter for something. It's time to realize that when you were born, something was connected to that body. Something was connected to your purpose. This is a reality check. As long as you're living, as long as you're breathing, you got work to do. So what are you gonna do? Feel sorry? Let it go. Your sorry ain't gonna get you up that mountain. Make excuses? Let it go. Your excuses is not gonna get you up that mountain. Everything that you have left, everything that's within you right now, you got to want it. Not just want it, but need to have it. And when you make it to the top, when you finally get there, don't look down and see how far you went. Just know you went far enough. And you know you got something else left to do. Every mountain deserves your presence. Every mountain deserves your attention. Don't think that the first mountain you climbed and you made it to the top says that it's over for you. That doesn't mean that it's over. That means you got another mountain to climb. And when you climb that one, find another one to climb. You just keep moving. You keep moving strong. You keep being powerful. You keep being productive. Fight with everything you have. And don't give up. Make it to the top. And then go a little bit further.
Thank you.